But some of it does appear to be transient or idiosyncratic.
But in terms of overcorrecting, I mean, I think there is a possibility on the other side of this that inflation could actually be quite low.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers.
I would say if you're a home buyer, somebody or a young person looking to buy a home, you need a bit of a reset.
Now, today's video is going to be your Thursday housing market update. My absolute favorite videos to make. What we're going to do today is explore a poll that I sent out to our community, basically asking whether or not today's average 30-year fixed rate mortgage would be higher or lower. So we're going to look at that. Then we're going to access the Fred 30-year fixed rate mortgages to see what this week's average rate is. And then after that, we're going to explore the treasuries and the bonds just to see if we can get an idea of what next week's averages are. And you guys know I'm trying to predict the direction of the mortgage rates by only using the 10-year. Now, after that, we're going to access my local MLS and we're going to take a look at what is going on right now. We're going to take a look at live data and I'm going to show you guys the trends in my local housing market. And plus, I'm going to touch on what you guys should be doing as well when you go to explore your local housing market. So I'm going to talk about a checklist that we should make and how you should track your market. Now, remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal YouTube channel. My bio is as realtor, loan officer, instructor, father, husband, renter, but I also own real estate. I also own a note and I also had a foreclosure. And my predominant amount of the last 2 decades of my career have been entirely devoted to new potential homeowners. Okay. Not entirely, but some drastically high percentage in the 90%. I've been helping first-time home buyers almost my entire career. Plus, like I said, I went through the foreclosure process, so I know what it's like to be a consumer. And I also have the advantage of being a professional for 2 decades. I also invest in real estate. Right now, though, what I'm saying is step out. But remember, you guys, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, shoot me a comment below. They keep me going. Let's take a look at the poll right now. All right. So you guys, when you see this, I'm going to put another poll out this week. You guys vote on this. We have more votes this week. Last week we had 2.3 thousand. Now we have 2.9 thousand. So you guys vote on this. Tell me if you think the rates are going to be higher or lower. Now, last week, what I said is, I expected a slight change. Okay. If you listen to my last video, but I thought the slight change would be up, not down. My guess was to 5.30, which was only an 8 basis point above the 5.22 it was before. Now, 77% of the people that took this poll agreed with me. 23% disagreed with me and essentially said that it's going to be lower. I think this is a really fun way to share engagement with subscribers and me. So please, you guys, shoot a comment on that thread as well, but definitely vote. But now what I'm going to do is let's access the Fred economic data rates right now to see if they went up or down. And you guys remember, the link to this data is in my description, and I'm also going to start pinning it to the comment section as well. Take a look at where we're at right now. Okay, so here's the 30-year fixed rate mortgage average in the United States. This is Fred, and you guys, I was wrong. The new updated rate is down slightly to 5.13%. That is a difference of 9 basis points. So not a huge difference. It did swing slightly. As you can see, this is just a slight adjustment. Last week was obviously at 5.22%. They went down to 5.13. So essentially almost 1% of purchasing power given back into the market. But I am really, really surprised. I'm surprised because the 10-year average was actually higher than the preceding week. So I'm really surprised. It demonstrates that we can't just look at the 10-year all the time, but it is down 5.13%. So huge surprise to me. Even though the 10-year was higher, they actually did go down. But the thing is, guys, is they only went down very slightly. Now, I'm willing to put money on what's going to happen next week to the interest rates. I know almost for sure when the average comes out next Thursday, as long as the same principles apply to the 10-year that it has been, the rates are going to go up. But let me show you the yields right now. Let me show you the treasuries right now. And let's get an idea of what next week's interest rates are. And let's see what the bonds are right now. Take a look. Okay, so here's today's bonds, you guys. This is as of 12:40 p.m. That's obviously today's date. Now, the 3-month is no longer inverted. Everything else is over the 10-year. So again, that's obviously an economic indicator of a recession that has not officially been confirmed because of just weak people. I don't understand it. But regardless, you guys, here's the 10-year. Now, last week it shot up to about 2.8 and it went down and it went up. But look at now. Right now, it's substantially higher than it was. Well, not substantially, but it is higher than it was at 2.87. But I have seen this go up this yesterday. As yesterday was at 2.9 and then it went down to 2.88. And then we started off the morning at 2.87. So this is higher than last week. And that's why what I'm going to do, you guys, because of this being higher, and I'm going to watch it throughout the week. So it's a little bit hard for me to predict the rates because I'm only seeing one updated sheet on the 10-year, right? But again, because I've been watching this, I'm double downing and I'm saying that we are actually going to have a modest, not a slight, a modest increase next week. And I'm going to double down on 5.3%. I guess 5.3% this week. It actually went down slightly instead of up slightly. But I'm saying next week we're going to have a bigger move. It's going to be bigger than a slight move. It's going to be more of a modest move. And I am almost positive that that move is going to be in the upward trend, the upward trajectory. And you guys, this is the first time that I actually got, when we're doing these polls, that I got the rate trajectory wrong. So I'm a little bit bummed about that because I was enjoying that 100%, but it is what it is. It just goes to show that there's so many factors when it comes into mortgage rates, but the 10-year has been a very good indicator of the direction. But again, modest increase to 5.3%. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to access my local MLS. We're going to take a look at the live data. I'm going to show you a house that I have found. Absolutely beautiful house, has a swimming pool, and has been reduced $121,000. Good thing I didn't buy when everyone's saying buy, right? $121,000 deduction on the prices. But I'm also going to show you what Lennar, right, what a new home builder is doing in my local market right now, which is absolutely gutting prices. So I'm going to show you guys specifically Lennar. I'm going to show you the one house I found at $120,000 loss. But what's really important is this, y'all. You must understand that this is my own personal housing market. In my own personal housing market here in Houston, I am seeing radical changes, a radical transition from sellers to buyers. I'm seeing days on market explode. I'm seeing drastic price cuts, like real big price cuts, not like 5,000, 10,000. I'm talking, well, I'm about to show you $121,000 price deduction. So it's really important to understand that not all metro areas are having the changes that I'm having. And I'm saying that because I have told people that I'm going to start planning on purchasing in November, which means starting the process of qualification, my paperwork, my loan, getting payments, getting estimates and things like that. But my target date to purchase is going to be February of 2023. But it's really important that you understand why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because of my own personal housing market that I have been putting the work in, right, and monitoring, okay? And now that I'm seeing all of these amazing signs, that's why I have made that target date. And I still have half a year, right? I still have half a year for these trends to continue. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to show you guys my local housing market right now. Okay, guys, so here I am logged into my local MLS, and you guys know that we have been sticking to one local market. I know people want to hear about Katy. I was going to have someone come on today to tell us about Katy. They weren't able to do it because they have a client. But regardless, I'm sticking with one area, okay? And that's in the Kingwood area. And I've actually had local realtors like have a temper tantrum and say, oh, the zip code, the bridge. Like, y'all need to chill out and understand that I have been tracking this whole area, and a little bit it's a Tennessee, a little bit Porter. I get it. But this whole general area right here for the last, 3-4 months? All right. So I've been looking at everything pretty much unbiasedly. Okay. So chill out a little bit. You're behind the 8 ball on this one. But what I want to start, y'all, is I'm going to zoom into a house that I was able to find right down here in this pocket and I want to show you guys the price cut. Okay. So here we go. I absolutely love this house, you guys, but look at this. It was listed at $720,000. It has been reduced to $599,000. You guys, that's a $121,000 drop. Or here's the crazy thing, 16.8% housing price drop 16.8%. Now, here's why it's so important, right? That's a massive drop. So and look at how beautiful this house is. Man, I love this house. It has, it's a very nice house. It has a beautiful swimming pool. I don't know if you guys can see it. I love this house. I'm not going to buy it, but I would just want to show you what's happening in my local market as well as across the nation. But this is really astonishing, and it's a really, really nice pool. But here's the thing: because I've been watching my local housing market, and this is what I'm telling you guys to do as well. Look at the price per square foot. So you may initially think, wow, a 16%, $120,000 price drop. But here's the thing: my anchor of price per square foot is $120 a square foot. This is still way over $120 a square foot. Now, here's the thing. You got to add, okay, it's in a different location, so it could be a little bit over. It has a beautiful pool. So let's add a little bit to the price per square foot, maybe around 130, right? Because it's in a great area, has a great pool. So maybe I'll pay 130. The problem is it's listed at $154 a square foot. And what I'm telling you guys specifically is because I have been putting in the work, I have been monitoring my local housing market. I know that's not a good deal, right? Massive price drop, but I know that it's not a good deal. And this is what I'm telling you guys to do right now. You need to make yourself a buy checklist, which means this is a square footage. This is the bedrooms that I want. This is the lot size. This is the area, basically what you want in a house. And then monitor those houses in those neighborhoods, like 3,000 square foot houses, get in a roundabout of what they're selling price per square foot. Take the lower range of the price per square foot and write it at the top of your buying checklist. Now, what I want you to start doing after that is update that list every week or every day and see if you can start finding that same buying checklist or those same houses, but selling for less price per square foot. You guys need to do this right now. You need to start studying. The most important thing, start studying the trends of your local housing market so that you understand what a good deal is, because we already know we can't count on every single realtor, and no one is going to care about your investment as much as you are. So make your buying checklist: 3,000 square foot, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, this general area, and then start tracking the prices, price per square foot. Do y'all understand, right? You got to put in the work. A little bit of effort goes a long way, especially in real estate. Mark my words. Let's get back to my local MLS, and I'm going to show you guys Lennar right now. Okay, guys, so here's the map. Now, Lennar is right here. So I'm going to zoom in up here. Now, here's basically where Lennar is building. And I'm going to show you guys how much Lennar has been price cutting all of their inventory right now. So what I'm going to do is just click this icon right here. This kind of represents the builder and what they have listed. And you see they have two listings here. Let's go and see if they're price cut. So here's the first listing, you guys. This has been price cut $10,000. So it's not a lot, but at least we're starting to see Lennar price cut. Now look at the price per square foot. So I know, because I've been studying, this is too high. This is still not a good deal. Now, if it's a new build, I will automatically add $10 per square foot. So $130 a square foot for a new build is something a little bit more in line, still a little bit too high, but there's one house, and this is in the $255,000 range. Let me go back, and I'm going to pull up the other house right now, and we'll see if that has a price cut. Now that's a $405,000 range right there. This has a price cut of $15,000. So another price cut from a builder of $15,000. Still look at the price. Look at the difference in price per square foot. One was 200, one was 158. See that? Nothing's making sense, but at least I know this one's a little bit better of a deal. So let's go back and let's find some more. So I'm clicking this too. Now this is a little bit bigger of a house. This is $750. Let's see if there's a price cut. Only an $8,000 price cut. But again, Lennar is drastically, and look at, way over that last price cut, $150. So I think what they're doing is they came up with a plan. They don't want to do price cut. They would rather offer incentives, but they can't sell their house. Here's a $660. Let's see what we got here. So $660. This is a nice price cut. This is down $28,000. But again, $190 a square foot. Really nice house. So look at the stucco. I mean, this is a super nice house. But again, you guys, $28,000 decrease. This is all recent. Let's go back in. So let me go up here as well to show you guys some different price points. Okay, this is a new build at $325. Let's see if there's a price cut. Okay, so here's a nice price cut here. This is $20,000 Good thing no one bought last month. Am I right? Because look at this is $25,000 lower. Y'all see the point here that I'm trying to make? It's $25,000 lower, a little bit more in line at $150 a square foot, but still too high. I'm not going to buy it. But again, $25,000 price cut. New builder, Lennar, $325,000. Let's go to a different price point, see if we can find something there. I mean, they're all over the place, you guys. Here's another new build at $345,000. This is a look at this. This is a good one. So here's a really good one by Lennar here. It went from $395,000, you guys, to $345,000. That represents about a $50,000 price cut. And look at it is closer to the $130 price per square foot target that I have at $142. So this is Lennar this is a good one right here, but this is Lennar absolutely gutting their inventory and the prices that they had. Now, the reality of the situation is these in my local market, right? Okay, I'm not saying every market. This is my local market that we have been studying the last 3 to 4 months. These are substantial price cuts. And if you listen to me and you live in this area and you waited, say you've been listening to me for 3 months, look at the amount of money that you could have saved, right? Not to mention, even if these price cuts weren't here, we have more than double the inventory. So if you waited, not only can you find way more options because we have over double the inventory, we now have $120,000 price cuts, $50,000 price cuts, $25,000 price cuts. And that's why I'm telling you guys, hold up a minute, make your buying checklist, and then hold on to it and watch the trends go down. Now, it's also important to note this, just in case if you're a realtor and you're triggered right now, I'm not saying price per square foot is how you determine value. I'm just saying that is one of the tools that we have to shop. Value is generally determined from the appraisal, which is generally done by comparing sales, by taking comps and basically comparing that comp or sold property to the subject property. And they do adjustments based on a value assigned to certain characteristics. But again, you guys, things are still overvalued right now. Watch your local housing market. And as always, I really hope you guys got some value. Stay encouraged, stay happy, stay confident in your decisions to sit out the market. Don't think that there's like millions and millions of people on the sideline. There's not, you guys. The reality is a lot of people got priced out, right? And the reality is people have always wanted to buy houses. We have millions and millions of people that want to buy houses, but they can't because they're priced out, right? And if you're priced out, more income, less debt. Those are some of the things you can do. But I hope you guys got the value. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.